disciplined and patient market trader. I am calm and focused when trading. I understand that trading is a game of probability. I allow my trades to play or free of interference. Money flows to me easily and frequently from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I trust myself. All good things come to me. I deserve abundance. I am a disciplined trader. I always stick to my trading rules and my trading plan. I see the market clearly and objectively, free of bias. I am surrounded by money. Abundance is my birthright. Wealth comes to me from many different sources. I allow the universe to bless me with abundance now. I trust that I will create abundance. I am magnetic to money, and it is magnetic to me. I move from poverty thinking to abundance thinking. I am becoming more and more prosperous every day. All right. Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. If you guys can hear me loud and clear on Zoom with my Zoom callers, my Zoom students, if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please do drop 111 in the chat. Let me know. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat. Let me know. All right. Awesome. Ladies and gents, we are back. We are back with another Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We're broadcasting live on YouTube right now. And I want to welcome every single YouTuber who is tuning in. If this is your first time being here on Profits Before Sunrise, welcome. My name is Marc with a C Blake, and I am your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. What we're going to be sharing this morning should not be taken as investment advice. This is for educational purposes only. Trading involves risk, guys. It does involve risk, and so you should manage your risk appropriately. Take risk management a very, very serious. All right. It does do very well for the channel when you guys subscribe. And if this is of value to you, feel free to hit that like button. And if you dislike what I'm doing also, it's okay if you hit that dislike button as well. Either way, guys, the feedback is welcome. And the information for how you can participate in Profits Before Sunrise with us each and every single day is going to be placed in the comments below. All right, that's with Beyond the Charts, where we take you from the basic all the way to the intermediary, all the way to the advanced. Whether you want to run, whether you want to sprint, or even if you want to crawl, we're here to help hold your hand as you go along in the largest financial market in the world, that is Forex. All right, so without any further delay, let us dive into our trading time. It is now 5:08, and so I want to first and foremost swing on over to forexfactory.com. All right, forexfactory.com, ladies and gentlemen, is a website that we utilize for fundamental information, let's say news. All right, there are different types of analysis that you can do, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes on to getting news events that could potentially affect us in the market, I choose forexfactory.com, and I look for all the high impact news. All right, so I'm going to switch on over to forexfactory.com, and you will see here, today being Wednesday, the 12th of June, we have 7:30 a.m. core CPI coming up. And ladies and gentlemen, CPI is a very, very powerful news event. It will move the market in extraordinary ways. So you want to be aware of that. If you're in the market, be aware. If you're not yet in the market, be aware. I might even go as far as to say, if you're not knowledgeable about CPI, stay out the market. But hey, we have fundamental traders as well. So 7:30 a.m. CPI, be very aware. 1 o'clock p.m. USD, and we have 1:30 USD, 2:15 CAD, 8:30 p.m. later tonight when we have profits after dark. We're gonna have AUD unemployment change. All right, and then unemployment rate and employment change. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us swing on over to the next very important website that we use to get started, and that is the currency strength meter. All right, the currency strength meter. The currency strength meter helps us to identify the direction in the market. You know, we say which way the wind is blowing. Okay, because on this flight, ladies and gentlemen, we try to cruise at altitudes that will avoid turbulence. They will avoid mistakes. And so we look at the currency strength meter to help determine that from early. EURUJPY is one of the currencies that we trade, EURUSD, along with USDJPY, AUDUSD, and AUDJPY. And so when I look at this, I see that USD, the US dollar, is the strongest of them all. 10 bars. What does that mean? Well, if we are looking at the euro against the US dollar, if the USD is stronger, we should be going down in the market. If the second currency is greater than the first currency, we're going down. All right. For my students, please do start checking on the currencies. Just in case we have any movement, let me know. All right, let me know. So we have dropped in the chat, by the way. Dropped in the chat, let me know. Okay. So Euro USD is going down presently because the second currency is stronger than the first. Euro JPY, on the other hand, you can see they're both neck and neck. What does that mean? It means that the market is more than likely in a consolidated state. There is indecision in the market. They don't know if they're going up. The bulls don't know if they're going to be able to go up, and the bears don't know if they're going to be able to go down. They are fighting at going up or going down. So Euro JPY may be consolidating. We won't know until we get onto the charts. But USD JPY is going up. Why? Because USD, being the strongest of the two, is the first currency. JPY is the second currency. So whenever the first currency is stronger than the second currency, you're going up, right? So Euro USD, we're going down. USD JPY, we're going up. AUD USD, we're going down. AUD JPY, we're going down. All right, cool. So let's swing on over to Trading View, which is the application that we use to identify and analyze trade ideas. Okay, so we want to start off with USD JPY, and then we're going to go to Euro JPY. Then we're going to go, oh, we usually look at GBPJPY as well. How did I ever forget you? Treating you like a stepchild. USD GBPJPY. All right, so we're going up for GBPJPY. We're bullish on GBPJPY. All right, awesome. So let's make sure we are on profits before sunrise tab. Yes, we are. And we want to start off. Let's kickstart this thing with Euro USD, actually. Let's kickstart with Euro USD. Then we're going to swing on over to USD JPY. Then we're going to look at AUD USD. And then we're going to look at GBPJPY, AUDJPY, then GBPJPY in that order. So let's go on over to Euro USD first. All right, so there are two different styles of trading. All right, we have binary and we have leverage. Binary and leverage. Wait. Oh, we are in a couple of trades here. All right, no problem. Let me go ahead and delete this. We're in a couple of leverage trades here. I hope that doesn't mess around with me. All right, so we're currently 11.3 pips in profit for profits after dark on Euro USD. All right, anyways. So when using Trading View, we are able to analyze the market for our potential trade ideas. Like I was just saying, we have two different ways to trade. We can either trade binary, which is time-based, or we can trade with leverage, which is position-based. Position-based meaning we get in at a particular point and the amount of money that we're going to be making is going to be determined by the distance we travel from our entry. Just that simple. And vice versa, how much money you're going to lose moving away from your entry if it's going in the opposite direction, if it's not going in the direction you desired, okay? So with Euro USD, potentially in Euro USD should be selling, but it's not. Looking at the chart here, we're actually consolidating and we're above the moving average. So I'm going to have to trade what I see, not what the currency strength meter is telling me. All right. In trading, you have two very important things to know. Two, where are the support and the resistance areas in the market? So on this chart here, I want to start off right here. Okay. I want to start off right here. See, this area was the last high that we had before it was broken by this displacement candle and then retested right here, which is then the candlestick that gave us yet another displacement. But this is where we would get into the market on the retest. It's a pattern that repeats itself. And we created a strategy known as ready, set, go that actually follow this to the T. Okay, love it, absolutely love it. So we need to find the next high, which is right here. And we need to identify what we could potentially be doing in the market. Well, right now you can see we're going up and down, up and down, up and down in this area. This is somewhat consolidation. So if we're going to be taking any trades here, I would want to see the price break to the upside, retest, and continue going up. That's what I'd like to see. Failing that, if we do not break out of this zone, price could fall back down and then go back up, as it has been doing, right? I'm going to notice that the last high that I actually have is right here. Right here. That's the last high, last low, sorry, that we have. So we could see price pull back down to this dotted line and then push back up again. Either way, I'm going to set an alert. Yes, you can do that. You can set an alert on these indicators that you can use to help you navigate the markets. Now, if you're a beginner, if you're new to this, if you've never seen the charts before, I do apologize in advance, guys, because it looks like gibberish. I know. All right, it's a skill that you have to learn, just like riding a bicycle, just like learning to swim. It is a skill, all right? And you will need to learn various different terminologies. But that's all offered in our course online, Beyond the Charts. And again, you will find the link for that in the description below, okay? Do remember, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that anytime we do go live, which we do every Wednesday at 5 a.m., you are able to get notifications. So turn the bell on so you can know when we're going live, all right? I will drop the information in my WhatsApp status, or I'm going to start putting it online on IG as well. I don't use IG that much. Actually, I took an entire year's break just to remind myself to unplug, right? So I've recently replugged, and I'm going to start posting information again on trading, on life in general, just to share, guys, just to share. All right, so EURUSD, that's the setup. Let's shift gears down to USD/JPY and see what's going on. Let me take off these flags so that you don't get messed up here. So USD/JPY should be bullish, and indeed it is. Let me go ahead and remove my drawing tools here. And so indeed it is. And we're going to go through the same exercise. We're looking for the highs and lows. This was a high that clearly the market broke below and created two new lows, which would be here. And we call them support areas, guys, support areas. You have support areas, and now you have resistance areas, otherwise known as the floor and the ceiling. And so you can see here where price is slowly inching its way upwards in an upward direction. So I know the market is somewhat trending upwards. All right, so if I'm going to be taking any trade idea, it needs to be up. Any trade idea on this needs to be upwards. So where's the best place to take it? Well, based on the pattern, we need to break out of this area, come back on down, retest it, and then keep moving to the upside. Okay, price could also fall all the way down to here and then push back up. And somebody is saying, Mark, but what if it goes down? Guess what? You place your trade going down if you get confirmation of that. Either way, you can make money in the market, up or down, guys. Even if the market is going sideways, you can still trade it and make some money, all right? So we're going to wait for this patiently to come on back down, all right? So that's USD/JPY. Let us look at EURUSD/JPY as well. All right, morning, the currency strength meter. Ah, yes, Karen, absolutely. We can do that. I was wondering same when I recognized that it wasn't in alignment with EURUSD. But I'm gonna continue right along. What I can do is I can just put the currency strength meter directly on the charts. So that'll give me a good opportunity to share this. So let me go to indicators and show you guys, as one of my students just highlighted, maybe the currency strength meter is inoperable right now. Maybe it's not working. So we're going to go over to the currency strength meter directly on the charts and see what we got going on. Yeah. All right, so this is the currency strength meter directly on the charts. I just don't want to break to go to another website right now, but you guys can pull that up and let me know in the chat, okay? You can do live charts, livecharts.co.uk, USD JPY. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm just highlighting the currencies that I want to see in the currency strength indicator. Yellow would represent USD. This whitish gray would represent JPY. See, I have the eyes to look at the market and just go with the flow of the market. So the market is telling me we're going up. We're going up. All right. And you can see here that we are indeed going up with the currency strength meter. USD is pressing up because it's above the gray. All right. Euro JPY. Also moving up. I will just go ahead and confirm the strength. By going here, turning on the euro, and I can see the euro is blue, heavily strong. It's much stronger than the USD. It's much stronger than the JPY. You can see it on top. So we are currently buying Euro JPY. So again, we're going to do the same thing. We're looking for the pattern. All right. We're looking for the pattern. The last high that is significant would be that one. It's just now being broken. And the last significant floor would be right here. It got retested right there. So we now need to wait for price to give us a retest of this area and then a potential pushback up. Okay. And again, we could also come right back on down to the floor, push right back on up, or we could even start to trend further down by shifting gears and heading to the downside. All right, I'm gonna set my alert on my RSI, my relative strength indicator, to determine if we're gonna be going up or when we're gonna be going up. So that's Euro JPY. Let's look on AUD USD. All right, so AUD USD currently moving sideways. Let's see if we can bring up AUD, which is green. I'm going to silence the other ones here. So we're looking at AUD USD, green and yellow being USD. So USD is stronger than AUD currently right now, which is why we're pushing further to the downside. So this was the last low, the floor, and it would be really good if we broke this green line here. This green line represents what we call the moving average, the exponential moving average, okay? And once we are below it, it will show red. Red meaning we should be setting up for a sell, right? So I'm gonna put my alert up top on 70% line. So I know if price does make it back up to that direction, we could be going downwards. And so for those of you who are in this trade here for AUD USD, guys, if price make its way back up to here, I'm going to close out. If we break below this low, I am going to close out. All right. It doesn't make any sense to sit down in a losing trade that decides to turn on you. So I'm just gonna let that stay right here. But guys, follow me. We could still push up. Please understand. If the price breaks this resistance area and starts going back in the bullish direction, I could stay in it. because this, until we break below the moving average and we create a lower low, I'm still good to go for the buy. Okay. I mean, we're still consolidating here, moving sideways. We had a touch here, we had a touch here, we have a third touch here, and the market is responding to the upside. So just stay alert, guys, is what I'm saying. Stay alert. So we're looking at this entire area right here. Okay. So up, down, up, down. A matter of fact, I think for this session, I need to take off these things or else they're gonna distract me. Settings, trade, positions off. All right, good. So we wait patiently to see if we're going to get this move coming right back on down. Now, here is a conflict. Here's a conflict for most people. And this is where you make the decision to just stay out the market. When in doubt, stay out. Why? Why do I say that there's a conflict? All right, follow me closely. We're currently making lower highs, right? So the market is up here. This was the last high that it made on its uptrend, on its ascension to the upside. But then it had this big sell-off that broke this low, which ultimately created a new low that's lower than this one. Notice it has been making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Well, this made a lower low. But not only that, we also had a lower high. It did not push back up above this. Therefore, the trend seems to be changing, okay? It seems to be changing. Or, here's the conflict, or it could be on a retracement. The market has two important legs, the impulse and the retracement. It could be on a retracement. The problem here is that you are above also the moving average, right? Which is telling you that you're not yet, based on your strategy, based on your plan, if you use the EMA, if you incorporate the EMA in your strategy, if you are above that, you should be buying. Here's the conflict. So we're above the moving average, we should be buying, but we're above the moving average, which we should be buying, but we're descending in the charts. So we're going down, but we're above, right? So what do? Again, when in doubt, stay out. I noticed the trend going down. I recognize that USD is stronger than AUD. Therefore, my selection would be to sell off this high or wait for price to break below, retest to go down low, or just simply wait for the price to go below the moving average. All right, so just stay out if you're in doubt. If it is, however, that you choose to buy off the floor to take the market up, guys, I wouldn't wrong you. I wouldn't wrong you. I would say, look, you're taking the buy off the consolidated state. No problem. Know that there is selling pressure. Understand that in you trying to buy, there is selling pressure because the sellers are pushing the market further and further down. All right. Yes, we have a flat line here, but ladies and gentlemen, the moment we break that, we could be seeing some downward movement. So I'm just saying, when in doubt, stay out. AUDJPY. AUDJPY, showing bullish momentum. Showing bullish momentum. Let's look at the currency strength meter real quick. AUD. JPY, green and white. AUD is green. Yep. So we're moving to the upside. All right. So here we go. Let's analyze this. Where is the floor? Ask yourself 3 questions. Where is the floor? Where is the ceiling? Where could we be retesting? So this is the floor. This is the last ceiling. We're stuck in between. We're stuck in between. All right. So we need to wait to see if price is going to give us that opportunity to buy the market up. Where could we buy up? Well, I have a couple of places in here of interest. Let me dive in a little bit more. All right. So you'll notice the price would have made a number of highs. So this candlestick here that created this big, massive selling pressure that created a high. This came, retested within that area, dropped. This came, retested within that area, dropped. So you can see that price is just now breaking out of that zone right here with this candlestick. Just now breaking out of that zone. So this could be a potential retest area for us to continue heading back up. All right. So we need to see price come back in this area, and then we could potentially take it back up. All right. I'm going to set my alert on the floor of the RSIs just so that when it's there, I am alerted. Okay. And for AUD USD, that was blue. All right, so GBPJPY is our last currency pair that we're going to be analyzing. And I can see here where we are also bullish, very bullish this morning. Very, very bullish. Look at how bullish we've been. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so let us see here. This is the high. Remember the 3 things you got to ask yourself, guys. Where's the high? Where's the low? And where could we potentially be retesting from? So we are looking for the breakout of this area, potential retest of that area, start taking the market back up. If she fails to break out, we could get a retest here. Even if she breaks out, not just about failing, she could break out, create a new high, and guess what? Come all the way back down here 100% before she retraces, before she makes that impulse to the upside. The retracement leg could pull all the way back down to this floor before she pushes up. So just be aware of that and use your RSI as a guide. All right, so my RSI, I am going to make my alert here on the 30, so I am noted when it makes its way back down. And that's it, guys. We are finito with our analysis of these 6 pairs. The last thing I'm going to do here now is go to the DXY, which is the US Dollar Index, the DXY. All right, and I usually like to look at that on the daily time frame to analyze and see what the US dollar is doing. So we did get the move as we had predicted, guys, perfectly, retesting off that floor. So we did get that push back up. Let me get rid of this trend line real quick. So we did get that push up off that floor. We got it multiple times. We actually got it twice. So price came down here, gave you the opportunity to go up, got rejected at this high, came back down. Then we were waiting for it to get respected here at this floor to push on right back on up. And that's what it did. The fact that it broke this high makes me feel as though price could continue going up. And notice I use the word feel. It makes me feel like, because that doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Okay. So this was the prediction. If you had gotten in here for the reaction, you'd be well in the money going up. This is on the US dollar index. All right. And I suspect we will take it up to this point, and that's where we start making our decision again what to do. All right. Do we get out of the trade? Do we cover, protect our position, protect our profits, take partial profits, whatever the case is? If you're doing leverage trading and you have a setup like this, those would be my suggestions. Okay. All right. So ensure that your broker is up and running, guys. Ensure that your broker is up and running. Ensure that you have the correct investment amount in. You have your currency pairs selected. And we patiently now wait to see if we're going to get our move. All right, so GBPJPY, what you doing? Right. All right. 1 second, guys. Okay, cool. All right. Let's get back to work here. So I'm just going to cycle through the pairs now, ladies and gentlemen, and see if we're going to get anything. Part of trading is not part of, I would actually say most of your trading experience will be waiting. That is why the skill of patience, being patient, is so necessary. If you are patient in this market, you will get paid. Patience pays big bucks here in the market. If you're impatient, however, and you just have to be trading, you have to take something, so you're just looking for a trade, then you're going to have a troubling time. You're going to have a troubling time because there's not always a setup that's ready. Maybe on another pair, but do you know that pair? Do you know that pair very well? You should also try to get very intimate with a pair. I know there are schools of thought out there that says, hey, it doesn't matter. You look at all 20-something different pairs and whichever one brings up an opportunity, then take it. Well, if that's your boat, jump in it. Okay. But for us here, we tend to study the charts and we study the currency pairs. And we recognize that each pair is unique in and of its own way. It moves a particular way. And at certain times throughout the day, based on the market session that you're in, it moves as a particular type of way. So patience is key. Discipline is key. Being consistent is key. Those are the three key core values that you need to have in order to be successful, at least here, beyond the charts. All right. Those three key things: self-discipline, be able to give yourself an instruction and stick with it. Be able to give yourself an instruction and stick with it. Consistency, being able to stay consistent with something over a period of time, not just do it one time. For example, you take a trade and you lose, and then therefore you switch strategy. Guys, you're going to lose. It's inevitable. You must lose. Don't go changing strategies every time, because probably 7 to 8 times out of 10, you're going to win. The next remaining 20-30% of the times, you're going to lose. Are you prepared to learn from those lessons? Are you prepared not to take those lessons to heart so it doesn't drive you into over leveraging and blowing your account? These are some of the things that I believe most successful traders, they have a grip on. They understand themselves when it comes on to fear and greed. All right? Be confident in your trading. Trustyourtrade.com. If it is that you have a setup and the market is moving in that direction, take your trade and be confident with it. If you take an L, guys, take your L. I do not like to take more than one L's for one, I do not like to take more than one L's. I don't like to take more than one L's. One L, that's it. That sounded weird. One L, that's it. I do not like losing more than once when I'm on a session. So if I get an L, I'm done. I'm done. I do not risk more than 1 to 3%. Okay. More on the 1% side. If I do lose that, I'm done. All right. AUDUSD is calling us, letting us know that there is a potential setup here. All right. So this is the one that I said when in doubt, stay out. So you guys can make the decision if you want to sell off the high or if you want to leave it, let it break out and retest and continue moving up. So you have more of a bullish sentiment, then you're fine to do that as well. Okay. Whichever one rocks your boat. For me, I'm actually just gonna be patient and wait to see what it wants to do. I am currently right now, my RSI is pushing above my overbought line. And I'm gonna just wait on this one, guys. I am in doubt, so I'm going to stay out. I don't want to sell off this high, as tempting as it is. I want to see what it's going to do at these two levels because it's consolidating right now. When in consolidation, again, you can do one of two things. You can either sell off the ceilings or buy off the floors. Again, either one works. Okay, either one will work for me because the market is consolidating. It's showing signs of that. Okay. So I could sell off the ceiling, pull back down, or I could wait for it to buy by breaking and retesting and then buy. For the purposes of YouTube today, I'm actually just going to switch on over to my demo account and I am going to demonstrate how to take this trade. So the time is now 5:43. And so what we would do if I was going to sell off the high to go down, I would go over to my layout and I would select two layouts. One is 5 minutes and the other would be 1 minute. Okay. Why? Because we execute our trades on the 1 minute. We do our analysis and our setup on the 5 minutes. But when it's time to really pull the trigger, we're on the 1 minute chart. Okay. And as you can see here, it's now 5:45. We should be setting up for a sell. The 1 minute has already pushed down. The 5 minute has not yet gone overbought. So I would still be in waiting mode for that. But I have some individuals who will take these trades, whether it's at the 50% or whether it's just touching the line. Okay. Cleared the GBPJPY. What? I have a student here saying that they cleared the GBPJPY. Okay, on the buy. All right, I got you. I got you. That was a buy, right, Linda? That's a buy you took? Or was it a sell? What was it?
A buy.
Was a buy. All right, cool. So you took the buy right here, pushing up off the 50, I presume. All right, cool beans. What were we looking at just now? AUDUSD. All right. So I'm not yet satisfied with the RSI on this setup. I'm not yet satisfied. I want to see the RSI go overbought or oversold. Either one, I'll work with it. All right. If it hasn't gone up above, then I'm not going to take it. If it hasn't gone below, I'm not going to take it. I'll just watch and sit it out. Okay. So right now, as you can see on the 1 minute, we have momentum to the downside. This would have been the first candlestick that shifted from the bullish movement to the upside to go down. All right. So you have bullish and then you have going down. All right. For my AUD-USD trade, guys, I'm going to, let me continue to watch that. No worries. I'll continue to watch that. We're pretty close to the open for my profits after dark, folks, trading leverage. Those of you who got into this trade last night, AUD-USD, we're pretty close to entry right now. I'm unsure whether we want to move down or up, so I'm just still gonna wait. Our stop losses are set, so I'm gonna just stay patient and see what it wants to do, because it could still go above, right? Because we're still above the moving average. We're still in buy territory, so we could still go above. So I'm going to be patient and just consider this drawdown. All right, so AUDUSD is still pushing up, as you can see here. Let me start to cycle through the other pairs and see if there are any other things that are setting up currently. Let's look at EURUSD. Wow, look at that nice move, guys. So we'll be waiting for this to come on down to retest. So no trade for us on EURUSD for now. It is moving according to plan. It's going up to create the next higher high to then come on back down and give us an opportunity, hopefully, to take a buy position. All right, and that's for leverage folks. Look alive on EURUSD. We could potentially be getting a nice move to the upside. We're creating some fair value gaps here as well. So I suspect price will pull back down into those areas and potentially give you a move. We'll just, again, have to be patient and wait to see what happens with that. But EURUSD is moving according to plan. Again, patience pays. USD/JPY, let's see. It also means that Euro is getting very strong, guys, and the USD may be getting weak. All right. USD/JPY has broken above the high. Wonderful. Now we need to wait to see if we can get confirmation to go in. EUR/JPY. Pushing, pushing, pushing according to plan, just like EURUSD. All right. Somebody says, Mark, why didn't we enter here? That's a strategy too, guys. It's not ready, set, go, but it is a strategy too, where once the price breaks and closes above your ceiling, you go ahead and enter. For those of you who are in leverage, you put your stop loss below the low and you pick your target. You take it up. All right, AUDUSD, let's see. All right, so we're pushing back up. No, I'm above the moving average. I mean, the overbought area. You see how the RSI is now pushing above that area? Patience, guys, patience. Okay, patience. So now I see it's pushing up. I'm waiting for a rejection for that to go down, or I'm waiting to see if it's going to get rejected and then get some momentum to break through that ceiling. Okay, so we patiently wait for that. AUDJPY, let's see. This is live analysis, guys. This is not playback. This is not replay mode. This is live analysis. You're getting it as it's coming out. All right, you're getting it as it's coming out. And we're all here just hoping that we get a trade idea to play out so we can dive into the market, take our trades, and keep it moving. But unless we get that, we're not going to take any trades. We're going to stay very much out the market until we get what we deserve. Okay? And we deserve it because we're staying disciplined to our trading plan. We're being patient and we're consistently trading our plan. So we deserve our wins. All right, time now is 5:50. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 10 more minutes left. If anything at all, what you did get from this session is an amazing breakdown and analysis of 6 different pairs. All right, just based on market structure and what we're seeing, this is what we do each and every single day, just for an hour. Sometimes we get 1, 2, 3 trades. If you're trading 1% per trade and you get 3 cleared trades, that's 3% on your account growth, right? If you're doing 3% per trade, you get 1 trade, that's 3%. You get 2 trades, that's 6%. You get 3 trades, that's 9%. If you lose, ladies and gentlemen, you will lose your 1%. You will lose your 2%. You lose your 3%. Whatever investment amount it is that you would have put in, that's what you would have lost. So risk management is key. All right, do not go over leveraging on this. I see it happen time and time again where individuals go crazy. They invest more than they're willing to lose. Their emotions take over and they just go on a spiral out of control, just losing money, trade after trade after trade after trade, sometimes to the tune of everything and that's in their account. Don't let that be you guys. Please, 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 please maintain your discipline. Know when to get up and walk away. All right? Know when to walk away. Because the market will give it and the market will take it away. Okay? All right. So GBPJPY seems to be out of steam here and is now pushing back on down. I can see on the 1 minute that there is some imbalance here that it just filled. We could come back down for the rest of this imbalance here as well. All right, which means that we would need to break this floor and come on down. That could be the retest for this high, so you can get a reaction to the upside. Time now is 5:52. We have just about, what, couple minutes, 8 minutes left, 7 minutes left. Euro USD has run out of steam as well. Now we're coming on back down. I do not think we're gonna have enough time to trade this today, guys. And I know this because we trade or we look for the new 5-minute candles to trade on. And we only have one more 5-minute candle. And it would mean then that that 5-minute candle would need to come all the way down to our zone here. And RSI would have to come all the way down to the floor here for us to take that trade up. So I already see Euro USD as not a possibility for our present trading session. All right, let's look at USD JPY. A little bit closer to it. A little bit closer. We got the breakout. This is exactly what I have drawn here, guys. If I pull this down just a little bit more, you'll see the resemblance right there. So what we're looking for is a reaction back to the upside, all right, which we may or may not get. Let's just see. USD JPY pushing, pushing, pushing. 1 minute looks good. 5 minute not there yet. MACD is not set up the way it should. When we're using the MACD for any scalping moves, guys, if you're going up, we would much rather see the RSI crossing the MACD from the downside going up. And if it is that we're looking for a sell, we want to see it cross on the upside of the zero line going down. So this would have been a great sell, which is this here, but we're not selling the market. We are buying the market. So we need to see the price go below the zero line and then cross up. That is what we'll be looking for with the MACD, that is. All right. Let's see. Let me pull this down just a bit. Move my RSI down a bit. And everything matching. All right, good. All right, so USD JPY about to ring the bell, about to ring the alarm to say, we're going up. So somebody's saying, Mark, here's the bell. Somebody's saying, Mark, we did not retest this. It's not perfect. Sometimes we fall onto another zone. Sometimes we get a retracement that is probably within the Fibonacci levels. All right. It's not always perfect. But what it is USD JPY did ring the bell. The 1 minute is set up. The 5 minute is touching, and we have a convincing candle pushing up right now. So this could be a potential buy opportunity, guys. So we are on USD JPY. Not a good time for my broker to act. Oh. That was the convincing candle. Maybe it's a sign for me to stay out. My broker just froze on me. Not cool, guys. Not cool. All right, so if you were going to get in on this move to the upside, this candlestick would have been the candlestick that would have done it for you to get in. The 5 minute is just about touching and turning up. Risky for me, very risky. I like to see it look like this more than just touching. But maybe the momentum for the USD is that strong. So it, let me see what the currency strength meter is saying right now. USD, JPY, yellow, the gray is coming up. All right, so JPY is getting stronger, literally on the verge of the US dollar. So that's sketchy. That is sketchy, 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 etchy, sketchy. As you can see, the Japanese yen right here is the gray line, and it just got slightly stronger than the US dollar. Both are getting strong, but the gray is over the yellow, which means that there's more JPY pressure on it, which is going down. All right, so I'm not the least bit worried about not getting to jump into that one, as it is still moving. And the truth is, my RSI is not yet oversold. So I probably would have gone into that and taken an L had my broker not warned me and said, don't go in by freezing. But I'm up and running now. So let's see. Time now is 5:57, guys. Man, that would have been an amazing opportunity if indeed it ran in our favor and it was the last 5 minutes of the call, and I was able to take it. It looks like it could still run in our favor. This is the last minute candle. If it is that any of the students took it, I'm rooting for you. But it does look like it's selling still. Let's see. Let's see. You got what? 40 more seconds, guys. This would have been the first candle, second candle, third candle. Yeah, I see too much selling pressure. It's probably not going to push up. You have 30 seconds left. That would have had to be your double up if you were going in. Let's just see if it's going to push up in the last 30 seconds. If not, that's going to be a wrap, guys. Let's see. Nope, not gonna happen. Mark, don't say no. No, don't ever say not gonna happen. I was just about to say it. Don't ever say that. It ain't over until it's over, man. Yeah, it's over in 2 seconds. All right, that's it. So if you got in, you'd have come out right here. The market is just not ready to turn yet. A lot of selling pressure still. I like where the MACD is now. I would need to see the yellow line turn and cross the red line for that potential buy up. All right. I see you, Rich, sitting by the bar. Yeah, man, this one kind of etchy sketchy, right? So that's good that you're sitting that one out. Let's just scan through the rest of pairs right before we go to see if anything is coming down close. Again, we know the EURUSD wasn't going to make it. EURJPY, not going to make it. AUDUSD. That was the one I was really eyeing. And geez Louise, I should have took it. For the sell at least, but nah. When in doubt, stay out. It's above, looking nice. It's at the ceiling, and you can see the push down on that red candle, guys. And if you were in this, there's a possibility you could have cleared it. This would have been your convincing candle. 1, 2, 3. A matter of fact, guess what? You'd have broke even on this one. You would have actually hit a break even. Look where the line is. 1, 2, 3. That was risky. That's a break even right there. AUDJPY, let's see. Nice. We have a 50% bounce on AUDJPY. All right. And then lastly, GBPJPY, and we're out. Not there as yet. Guys, that's how the cookie crumbles. We get some sometimes, we don't sometimes. Today is an O and O day for me. I see you, Paul. I see you. Yeah, guys, it's an O and O day for me. Did not get the opportunity to trade. And again, guys, the market did not give us a setup. It did not give us at least a clear setup. UJ gave us a somewhat of a setup, but it wasn't a 5-star setup for me. And my broker also kept me from getting in. I would have had an L because I know I would have probably pulled the button on that trade. And as you guys can see, it just continued to tank. And for a couple of good reasons. Learn from your lessons, guys. Why? Learn from your lessons. It's pushing up now. There you go, right? It was just timing. Timing is what got us on this. 555 candle did give you that bullish impulse up. That's what we were looking for. The second candle at 6 o'clock is even more bullish. That's what we're looking for. That's the reaction that we were looking for, ladies and gentlemen, that had we caught that reaction, we would have been in a clear, all right? It just did not perfectly line up this morning, and that's okay. Came back down, retested this high, and then pushed off. So it neglected to follow this high on that last candle, and it pushed down to here and then pushed off. Somebody says, Mark, I can't deal with this. This is speculation. Guys, do you know if you're going to make it home alive? Everything about life is speculation. Everything. You don't know. You have to be prepared and you have to take the risk. Step out, guys. Take the risk. Manage your risk, but take the risk. That's the only way you're going to grow. All right? Nobody grows by just staying comfortably in a corner. You have to step out, take the risk. That's how risky life is. You never know what's going to happen. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every single one of you who came on YouTube to watch our session, whether it's live or whether you're watching the recording. Thank you for stopping by. To my students who are able to patiently wait and not take any trades today. If you did and you cleared, kudos to you. If you actually did and you took an L, kudos to you. It means that you would have stepped out and taken a risk. Learn from it, guys, and you should be good for it. All right. So with that being said, again, please do go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. I hope you got value from what we shared today, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Wednesday again, same place, same time, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Caribbean time. And then 6 a.m. for you over there, wherever you are. If you're in North America, that'll be Eastern Standard Time. And I'll see you then. All right. With that being said, may the divine forces in me greet the divine forces in you. May you all manifest each and every heart's desire. Ashe family, one love. Have an amazing rest of your day. This is your boy Mark with the C. I'm out, guys. Peace. You're welcome.